More analysis on how the Kogi and Bayelsa elections were won. Also, plus Governor Dixon has come out to say there is no rift between him and former President Goodluck Jonathan. Tonight, we'll tell you some of those things you may not know about how the election was won and lost. And again, Imo State Governor wins today. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja affirms the election of Mr. Emeka Ihedioha in the March 9th governorship poll. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimbaloye and Lagos Studio. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Tonight we shall be dissecting some of those things you may not know, or perhaps some of the things you know but you're not saying they're on the right ends on how the Kogi and Bayelsa elections were won and lost. Tonight I have two analysts in the studio, one a political strategist and the other a political analyst. We'll be breaking them down for you. First, let me tell you about what happened today in court. Emeka Ihedioha today again won in the courtroom. Well, the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja affirmed the election of Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedioha in the March 9 governorship poll in two separate verdicts. The appellate court dismissed the appeals filed by Senator Hope Uzodinma of the All Progressives Congress and Mr. Uche Unwosu of the Action Alliance for lacking in merit. All the appellants had argued in the appeal that the governor did not obtain the constitutional required 1/4 of the votes cast in at least 2/3 of the 27 local government areas of the state. They each prayed the courts to set aside the decision of the tribunal and declare them winner of the election, or in the alternative, order a rerun election. On the appeal filed by Mr. Unwosu, the lead judge, Justice Oyebisi Omolaye, upheld the preliminary objection by the PDP and Governor Ihedioha that it was faulty. The court dismissed the appeal and ordered Mr. Unwosu to pay the cost of 500,000 naira. On the appeal filed by Senator Uzodinma, the court held that the tribunal went out of its jurisdiction in resolving the issues, but it still dismissed the appeal for lacking in merit and also awarded the cost of 500,000 naira against the appellant. Well, so much has happened today alone in terms of the politics and some of the top stories that you need to know. Some of them we put together in our political roundup. Watch.
President Muhammadu Buhari has asked the National Assembly to fast-track the passage of the Special Crimes Court Bill into law. The president was speaking at an anti-corruption summit organized by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, in collaboration with the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation in the nation's capital, Abuja. Heads of security agencies in the country have been encouraged to sustain the momentum in the efforts to ensure peace and security of lives and property. This was revealed after the heads of the nation's security met with President Muhammadu Buhari at the State House in Abuja. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, who spoke to State House correspondents, said the security situation in most parts of the country has improved remarkably. He attributed the success to effective strategies and support of the members of the public. The Katsina High Court, presided over by Justice Maikai Tabako, has fixed 11th and 12th of December this year for the continuation of hearing between the Katsina State government and the former governor of the state, Mr. Ibrahim Shema, along with 3 others. Today's ruling was with respect to the statement made by the fourth accused person, Mr. Lawal Dankaba, which was, however, rejected by the court. The former permanent secretary of the ministry, Lawal Rufai, and the former Algon chairman, Lawal Dankaba, are the 3 others along with the former governor standing trial. They are alleged to have conspired and diverted the sum of 11 billion naira from the state Algon account while piloting the affairs of the state. The Department of State Services is defending the continued detention of the convener of the Revolution Now protest, Mr. Amoyele Shawore. The spokesperson of the service, Mr. Peter Afunaya, insists that the appropriate persons have not come for his release, while explaining that personnel of the service are being threatened. Mr. Afunaya says the service holds human rights in high standard. He adds that those who came for his release are protesters, insisting that administrative procedure must be followed for him to be released. The House of Representatives is refusing to consider the 2020 budget estimates of the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation. The Deputy Chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Insurance, Representative Jaha Ahmed, notes that the Managing Director of the corporation, Alhaji Umaru Ibrahim, disregarded the President's directive prohibiting overseas travels during the 2020 budget defense. The NDIC delegation is led by the Executive Director, Prince Agbatise Ihedioha.